If you care about technology and digital rights, digital freedom, right, how you use technology, making it work a certain way for you and making sure that it respects you, you probably spend a lot of time tinkering with it and finding the right solution, the right software, the right application to make it work the way that you want it to. But the reality is, the world that we live in involves more than just particular software. And if we want to live in a better world, we have to start making phone calls. Hi, my name is Joseph. I'm with MTech, the Miami Tech Enthusiast Club, and I want to talk to the broader community about the importance of calling your elected representatives. I know it's not something that we normally think about, but the reality is that a lot of the issues that we may have with technology companies, whether they be big tech or enterprise technology companies or even smaller firms, a good portion of it is based on what they are allowed to do legally. And so there's pressure that we can put on our legislators to push forth legislation that changes that, right? Can we have comprehensive privacy legislation? Can we have good right to repair legislation, for example? There are also efforts to undermine our freedoms, undermine our rights even further, as we're seeing in Congress, for example, with the Kids Online Safety Act, the Screen Act, and efforts to repeal Section 230 that would take away the Internet's First Amendment, essentially. These are all things that exist in the legal world. I know as nerds, you don't want to think about that so much, right? I just want to think, okay, well, let me just install Linux, let me just use Signal, and we move on. But the reality is, we need to come together and make our voices heard. And when we call our elected representatives, when we get in the habit of calling our elected representatives, we can have a huge impact. You got everyone sweating in the office of these reps saying, hey, everyone is calling about the Screen Act saying that they don't like it. No one is saying that this is a good idea. And that puts pressure on them to not make bad decisions. But you have to get over that hump. We do have a blog post where we talk a little bit more about what you can do to develop that muscle, exercise it a little bit more. But at the end of the day, it's about identifying who is your U.S. rep, who is your U.S. senator, who is your state rep, who's your state senator. I don't know, put them on speed dial on your phone or something and call them. Say, hi, my name is so and so. I'm a constituent from such and such place. This is my zip code. I am opposed to this bill. I think that it's a bad idea. Here's why. And I'm asking my representative to oppose it as well. Thank you for your time. And with that, we can go a long way. But I'm just trying to get that message out there. We have to realize that phone calls are important. We have to call our lawmakers, and we have to get attuned to when there's sensitive bills out there to call against. Otherwise, the technological landscape is going to continue to change and probably not for the better.